Hello my lovelies, my darlings. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. I am a 500-hour registered yoga teacher, and I specialize in teaching classes that are accessible for all bodies, plus size bodies or bigger bodies specifically, and incorporating yoga with astrology, witchcraft, all that jazz. But for this class, so I do have a class up for lower back pain and low back relief for plus size bodies, and this time we're doing an upper back relief. So again, this class is friendly for all bodies and all people and all levels, but it is specifically taught in a way to make it accessible for bigger bodies. So welcome. If you've never done yoga before, hi, hello, you can do this class. Just remember to listen to your body. That's the #1 rule in all of my yoga classes. Do what works best for you, and I'll offer variations for every pose. So again, like I said, what inspired this class is I do have a low back class specifically for plus size bodies and just low back pain. And a lot of requests have been like, do an upper back one, do an upper back one. Like now my low back feels good, but my upper back is kind of funky. So I wanted to do it. And then also, I'm fine. I want to preface this by saying I'm fine, everybody's fine, but I wasn't a little fender bender. Someone rear-ended me. It's my first car accident ever in my life, so, you know, but it was a little intense, but, you know, again, my mom and my dogs were also in the car. We were on the way to get my dogs groomed. Nothing, you know, we're fine. It was just, you know, a little scary, and like my car is kind of but we're all okay. But I did get a little bit of whiplash just from the impact. And so my upper back and my neck have been like, and I'm okay, but this helps, right? Upper back, stretching the upper back helps. I'm not saying it can cure whiplash, but it's definitely been a lifesaver to get up in the morning. And just usually we're going to start in the first pose we're going to start in is what I've been doing every morning, just kind of like loosen up this kind of tight spot in like the center of my back. So we're going to start in that pose, but again, this is just if you have any kind of upper back tightness or pain, especially if you sit. I also sit in a desk for most of when I'm not teaching yoga. You know, I'm at a desk kind of working behind the scenes of my website and creating content. So if you sit at a desk a lot, this could be great for you. You know, if you're kind of hunched over, we're really just going to open the front and the back of the heart. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to get a little bit into the neck and the shoulders, and just open up this whole upper half of our body. So what you're going to need today is a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or a blanket. And then we're also going to be using blocks. Now, if you don't have blocks, you can use books that are kind of relatively this shape and size. For this first pose that we're going to get into, it's supported fish pose. You can use a block, or you can use, if you don't have access to anything this shape or size, you can use maybe 2 pillows stacked. It'll be very gentle, but maybe use 2 pillows stacked. You can use a yoga bolster. I also have a yoga wheel kind of lingering over there. You could use a yoga wheel for this as well. But just listen to your body. You know, we're just gonna start this class by really opening up the upper back right in between our shoulder blades. Also, if you hear my dogs barking, I apologize. Got 3 of them. They like to bark. All right. I think that's all I have. Let's get started. Let's get right into it. Also, I'm in my pajamas, like, you know, if you're in your pajamas too, welcome. Hi, hello. Usually I feel like I wear a cute yoga outfit, but for today I was like, you know what? It's a pajama kind of day. It's a pajama kind of day. So if you're joining me in your pajamas also, I see you. But if you're not, no worries. Wear what you want. That's another thing in yoga is like you don't have to wear these big yoga designer brands. If you do like to do that, I do too sometimes, you know, but you just gotta be comfy. We're gonna be comfy today. So we're gonna get started in supported fish pose. So like I said, you're gonna need something to kind of support you right in your upper back. Now you can use 1 or 2 blocks, or again, pillows, a bolster, a yoga wheel. You can use books that are kind of the shape and size of a block. So we're gonna place 1 block right in the center of our mat, and it's going to be right in the center, and we're gonna lay back on this block so it goes right in between our shoulder blades, right kind of where our bra line is, and we're just gonna lay back on it. Now you can use the second block as kind of a pillow underneath your head if you need it. I personally don't need that one underneath my head, but you're gonna lay back on this block. Again, try to get it right in between your shoulder blades. You wanna make sure it's center, because if it's not center, you're gonna spend your time kind of fidgeting, and we're gonna be here for a little bit. So just make sure it's center right in between those shoulder blades, and you're gonna lay back on it. And take some time to adjust and feel what works best for you before you settle in, because I want to make sure you're settled so we're not just kind of fidgeting around the whole time. And then again, you can place that other block underneath your head if you need that extra little support in your head. And again, you can do this with 2 pillows. It might not be as intense, but you're still going to kind of open up over those pillows. You can do this with a bolster or a yoga wheel. And you can let your arms kind of fall to the side, palms facing down to get grounded, palms facing up to receive. Now, options for the legs. You can keep your legs bent. You could maybe bring feet bottoms together to touch and open the knees if you want a little bit of a hip opener. Or you can extend your legs long on the mat. I'm going to go for this little hip opener, Supta Baddha Konasana, just for a little bit extra. And we're just going to hang out here. Now you're going to start to feel your shoulder blades kind of fall open over this block. And try to use your breath to relieve any tension. So I know this kind of feels funky and your shoulders instantly kind of want to tense up, your neck wants to tense up. But we're going to bring our focus to our breath. Just noticing your breath as it goes in and out through your nose, not changing anything about it. And use your breath. We inhale, we fill up the chest, fill up the belly. And then exhale. Use that breath to kind of relieve any tension, release any tension. And feel those shoulder blades just kind of open up over that block. With every exhale, you just sink deeper into this posture. And also using our breath to bring awareness to any tensions, blockages, or constraints. They might be physical, they might be mental, they might be emotional or spiritual, but just noticing where you're holding tension today. We're practicing non-judgment and non-attachment. So if we do find a place, that's a little tense, or maybe I have this, so maybe I had a bad day, that's okay. That's okay. We want to acknowledge it. You know, we can't ignore it or else it's going to get worse. But we're going to practice non-judgment, maybe a little bit of curiosity. Why am I feeling this way? And just remember that we're human and it's okay for us to have emotions. It's okay for us to have bad days. And just use our breath to let go of those things, practicing non-attachment, and just bring ourselves to this moment right now, this present moment on our mat. Notice if maybe your shoulders or neck got a little bit tense, and use your breath to release. With every inhale, taking up space, and every exhale, relaxing even deeper into this posture. Hold for a few more breaths here. I know sometimes this pose can feel uncomfortable, but I promise you feel so much more open afterwards. This is one of my favorite postures, just kind of lay in and let it do its thing. All right, we're gently going to start to invite movement into our bodies. So maybe just wiggle your toes or wiggle your fingers. Maybe you want to roll out your wrists or roll out your ankles. And wherever you're at, I just want you to bend your knees, bring them together if they were open. And just bending our knees, placing our feet bottoms on the mat. And then what we're going to do is just gently roll to one side, using your bottom arm as a pillow. Scooting that block out from underneath you, keeping it at the side of your mat, and just coming to a fetal pose here for a moment. And then when you're ready, you're just going to gently press yourself up to a seat. You're going to take your time here, nice and slow, and just coming to a seat on your mat. Now we're going to come to an easy seated pose. Now remember that easy seated pose means a little bit something different for everybody. Easy seated pose is whatever easy seated pose is to you. So you can sit on a block, you can sit on a bolster, pillow, blanket. If you need it, you can extend the legs. However you need to sit, however is right with your body. Now, I want you to just scooch out some of your goodness out from underneath you so you can feel your sit bones on the mat. We're coming to our seated posture. I want you to bring your hands to either side of you. And you're going to inhale your arms up overhead, lifting the chin, gaze goes up. And exhale, you're going to goalpost the arms, kind of squeezing those shoulder blades behind you. Opening up the heart, opening up the throat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, goalpost or cactus the arms. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, just release your hands to your knees. Now we're going to do a little seated cat-cow here. So you're going to grasp your knees with your hands. And I want you to inhale, lift the chin, open up the heart, kind of pressing the chest out, arching the back. Exhale, you're going to round forward, dropping chin to chest, doming out the shoulders and opening the back of the heart. So we inhale, open the front of the heart. And exhale, open the back of the heart. Now I want you to flow through this seated cat-cow 5 to 7 times, linking your breath to your movement, doing what feels good here. And taking your time, going fast or slow, just listening to your breath, listening to your body. You can also, if you'd like, to take some full chest circles, just making sure you get both sides. And just find your flow here. Everything I say is an option, not an order. So you're doing what feels good for you and your body. Just loosening up this heart, this chest, our upper back. Gently inviting some movement into our body. And go ahead and finish up your last round and come back to a neutral spine. You're going to bring your hands to your side again. We're going to take some side stretches here. So I want you to drop the right hand down. Inhale that left arm up and open, trying to keep your chest open to the ceiling. Feeling the stretch in the left side body, opening from left hip to left rib cage. I'm breathing here. And try to keep your shoulders kind of down and away from the ears. Now what I want you to do is inhale, pull that left arm back, so really opening up that chest. And exhale, your left hand's going to come forward and almost kind of thread under the right, but not all the way. So we're opening up again the back of the heart. Inhale to open up the chest. And exhale, thread the needle, open up that back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we got one more. Big inhale, pull that left arm back. And exhale, really curl forward. Inhale, center. And exhale, release. Now I'll take it to the other side. Placing that left hand down. Inhale your right arm up and over. And really just stretching this right side body again, trying to keep the chest open to the ceiling. Just breathing here. And now we're going to flow. So inhale, pulling that right arm back, really opening up that chest. Exhale, almost thread the needle, bringing the right hand forward, opening up the back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale, really pull it back. And exhale, really come forward. And inhale, go ahead and come center. Exhale, we can release. Now, our last little seated posture here, we're going to give ourselves some hugs. You know, that always helps. So I want you to inhale, bring your arms nice and wide, big old wingspan, like you're about to give somebody a hug, because you are, it's going to be you. And then exhale, right arm is going to go over left, and you're just going to kind of wrap your arms around yourself and really pull forward. So you're grasping your shoulders and kind of pulling forward. So again, opening up the back of the heart, opening up that upper back, dropping chin to chest, really rounding forward. Maybe give yourself a little scratch, give yourself a little massage, show yourself some love. I want you, while you're here, while you're showing yourself some love, I want you to think about at least one thing that you love about yourself. I don't care if it's physical or if it's a part of your personality. I just want you to say, I love this about me. Get some self-love in there. Inhale, open the arms up. And exhale, this time, left arm goes over right. And again, just give yourself a big old hug. Reaching for those shoulders, kind of pulling forward, rounding the back, dropping chin to chest. And again, just show yourself some love. Maybe a little massage. I just want one more thing that you love about yourself. Whether it's physical, emotional, personality-based, just something that you love about you. You can say it out loud or say it in your head. And go ahead and inhale, open up. And exhale, you can release. Now gently we're going to transition to a tabletop. Taking your time, you can place a pillow or a blanket under your knees if you need that extra support under the knees. And now we're going to have shoulder, elbow, wrist all stacked. Your hips are going to be stacked over the knees. And we're going to again flow through a cat-cow here. So I want you to inhale, lifting the chin, opening up the chest, arching that back. Exhale, round. Drop chin to chest, dome out the shoulders. Inhale to open up. And exhale to round. Now again, 5 to 7 more of these on your own breath, linking breath to movement, flowing as it feels good to you. Maybe you kind of want to rock from side to side or take those full chest circles. Taking your time here. I'm going to take a moment to just tie my shirt up because I realized if we go into downward dog, my shirt's going to come over my head. It's the one challenge of wearing pajamas while doing yoga. All right, keep flowing through your cat-cow. And again, just listening to your body. Do you want to go fast or do you want to go slow? Linking breath to movement. Noticing if there's any certain place where maybe it feels really good and you want to kind of hold there for a moment. And using that breath to bring you to this moment right now, to the present, to your mat. And finish out this last round. Come back to your neutral spine. And now we're going to find a puppy pose. So puppy pose is kind of like a step above child's pose. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your hips stacked over your knees. You're going to walk your hands out and you're going to drop your chest down to the mat, keeping the hips stacked over knees. Now, if you're like, ooh, this feels really intense, you can put a block underneath your chest or a pillow. Or I just want you to take a wide-legged child's pose. So listening to your body, going where it feels good for you. I know puppy pose feels pretty intense for me now because my shoulders are so tight from that whiplash, but it also feels good. So I'm going to honor my body and I'm going to hang out here in child's pose. But remember that in puppy pose, and remember that wide-legged child's pose is an option. Wherever you're at, I want you to breathe. Trying to actively identify where tension is so I can feel my shoulders kind of tensing up to my ears. Trying to release that. And then on the next inhale, you're going to gently start to slide forward all the way down to the belly. And exhale, coming all the way down to that belly. So from here, we're going to flow through a little low cobra. So I want you to bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And we're just going to inhale, press into the hands, lift the head, the chest, the shoulders. Exhale, release. Inhale, you're literally just lifting this upper back. Exhale, release. Inhale, last one, lift up, maybe a little higher this time. And exhale, release. Now come into a Sphinx pose. You're going to bring your forearms out in front of you. So you're kind of creating a number 11 with your forearms. They're nice and parallel. Palms and forearms are pressing into the mat. Now notice here, are my shoulders shrugged up to my ears? No, we don't want this. We're going to press those shoulders down and away from the ears. We're going to hang out here in the Sphinx pose. Now, if it feels good, I just want you to kind of shake your head. No. Get a little tension out of that neck. Just slowly exaggerating the shaking your head from side to side. Now go ahead and come to stillness. Make sure again those shoulders are pressed away from the ears. Now option to stay right here if this feels like enough for you. Option to press into the palms and straighten the arms. Again, really making sure those shoulders are down from the ears. Now option to stay right here. Option to start to walk your palms back. And you're going to take it slow. Taking it one step at a time until we're in our high cobra pose. Now again, pressing shoulders away from the ears, lifting the chin, pressing pelvis and hips into the mat. Now I want you to take a big inhale here, and exhale, you're going to find a wide-legged child's pose. So bringing the hips back to the heels, opening the knees as wide as the mat, and dropping that chest to the mat with arms extended. I want you to breathe here in this child's pose for a few breaths. Now we're going to find some flow. So I'm going to give you two options. Option number one is you're going to come back to your tabletop and you're going to flow through your cat-cow. Option number two is we're going to flow from child's pose to a cobra. And it's going to match up with our breath. So on the inhale, you're going to find the heart opener. So either your high cobra or your cow pose, opening up the chest, lifting the chin, arching that back. And exhale, you're going to find the counter pose, so either your cat or your child's pose. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, counter pose. I'm going to flow through this 2 more times. Inhale to open. And exhale, counter pose. Last one, inhale. And exhale, everybody. Just go ahead and find that wide-legged child's pose. And just sink down. Again, finding any tension in the body and using your breath to try to release it. And then when you're ready, gently inhaling up to your table. And we're going to find our first downward facing dog of class. So I just want you to tuck those toes and inhale those hips up and back to the wall behind you. Finding your downward facing dog, really trying to press that chest towards the thighs, pressing palms into the mat. Finding some movement here. Remembering it's okay if your heels don't touch the mat, maybe pedaling out the feet. Maybe shake the head no, or nod a yes. Maybe shake out those hips. I'm glad I tied my shirt up, because or else it will be bad. And go ahead and find stillness here. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat or to your hands, and exhale, we're going to travel to a forward fold. So you can take a bunch of baby steps forward. You can take one big step forward, maybe stepping a little wider to honor your belly and your thighs, finding a forward fold here. And hanging out in this forward fold, kind of ragdolling forward. Maybe grabbing for opposite elbows. You can always keep a micro bend in your knees. Just getting into that low back for a moment here, a little bit into the hamstrings. And then I want you to bring your hands to your shins, press into them. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, those hands to your heart center. Now taking a moment here. Closing the eyes, taking a moment in this mountain pose or Tadasana, just to breathe. Maybe remind yourself of those things that you said that you love about yourself here. I love my hair right now. I wish my hair could just like be like this all the time. I didn't have to curl it. I love my smile, I love my eyes, love my legs, whatever it is. I love that I'm a good friend. Try to make sure it's not all physical. Tap into something a little deeper. Now I want you to take a big inhale in through the nose. Fill up the chest, fill up the belly, take up space. And open mouth, exhale. Release. You can bring those hands to your sides, and we're going to flow through a little half sun salute a few times and just continue to open up this heart, get into that upper back. So I want you to inhale your arms up overhead and kind of grasp your hands together. Make a little like finger gun here with your hands. Take a little back bend and exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms up, clasping the hands, little back bend, pushing the hips forward, opening up the chest, gaze is lifted. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, inhale, arms up, grasping the hands. Take that back bend, maybe a little deeper. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment. All right, so we're gonna grab our straps. And what I want you to do is just kind of place your strap, or again, your towel or your blanket. You're gonna kind of just put it around your neck, like almost like a little shawl. So we just wanna have it ready for what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna come standing at the top of our mat. Hands are on the hips. And we're gonna find a warrior 1 on the right. So you're gonna bring your right foot to the center of the mat. You're gonna step your left foot back. It's going at your foot is at a 45-degree angle. Back leg is straight. Front knee is bent, so right knee is over the ankle. And you're trying to keep yourself as square to the front of your mat as possible. So squaring off the torso, squaring off the hips as best as you can. And you're gonna inhale your arms up. And again, I want you to kind of grasp your hands and create that little finger gun kind of mudra here. Gazing up, lifting the chin. Breathing here. Try to keep that knee right over the ankle. Take a big inhale, reach those hands up. And exhale, release the hands to your sides. Now we're going to take a humble warrior. So this is where your strap's going to come in. And you don't have to use a strap if this pose is accessible to you without the strap. So either you're going to clasp your hands behind you and kind of pull down, open up the chest and take the fold, or you're going to use a strap. So grasping the strap or your hands, pulling your chest open, and exhale. You're taking a fold to the inside of that right leg, trying to keep that right knee bent, and taking this heart opener here. So trying to lift those hands up towards the sky. Breathing here. Now you're going to inhale, use your core to rise. Exhale, where you can release that heart opener. And then go ahead and step back to the top of your mat. Again, let's bring that strap just kind of around your neck like a little shawl. Shake it out, and we're going to do the other side. So for me, if you didn't know this about me, I've had 2 reconstructive surgeries on my chest, so I have a lot of scar tissue, so it's very hard for me to open up my chest, so I use a strap. I'm honoring my body, so just remember that it's totally okay for you to do that as well. All right, taking it on the other side. So left foot comes to the center, stepping right foot back at a 45-degree angle. Left knee is over ankle. Back leg is straight, squaring off my hips. Inhaling my arms up, clasping the hands, pointing that finger to the sky, raising my gaze to my hands. Taking this heart opener here. Breathing into this powerful warrior one. Inhale, really reach those hands up. Exhale, arms can come down, grabbing your strap, or just clasping your hands together, pulling them down to open that chest up, lifting the chin, and then exhale, taking a bow forward. Humble warrior. Trying to keep this knee bent and over the ankle, and taking this heart opener, the shoulder opener, breathing here. And then inhale, use your core to rise, and exhale, release. And then go ahead and step back to the top of your mat, shake it on out. All right, my friends, how did that feel? I don't know about you, but my shoulders feel all kinds of open now. All right, so we're gonna do the same kind of heart opener from a wide-legged forward fold. So coming to face the long edge of your mat, opening your feet wide. We're gonna do the same thing here. So you're gonna grab that strap behind you. I'm gonna turn so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So either clasping your hands together or grabbing that strap and kind of pulling down to open the chest and open the heart, lifting the chin, inhaling, and exhale, hinging forward. Arms are lifting. You can always keep a micro bend into your knees. And finding this wide-legged fold with the shoulder opener. And breathing here. And then you're going to use your core, bend into the knees. Inhale, use the core to lift, very slowly, very controlled. And exhale, you can release. Get that strap on out of here, just placing it off to the side. We're going to find our way to a seat. So you have a few options. You can kind of flow through a vinyasa. You can just kind of bring your feet in a little closer here. And then just gently bend down, coming down to your mats, taking it nice and slow. We're going to come to a seat, whatever seat you're comfortable in. So I'm going to take a seat on my knees. You can take a seat on your butt. You can sit on a pillow, bolster, blanket, wherever you feel good. You can also sit in a chair if you'd like. We're going to do some seated, just neck and shoulder stuff here. So you're going to find your seated posture. Now what I want you to do is inhale. Actually, I'm going to turn to face you so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Inhale, center. Exhale, you're just going to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Get into this neck. My neck is super tight. And go ahead and inhale, come center. Now we're going to take it a step further. So what I want you to do is you're going to inhale here, exhale, drop right ear to right shoulder, taking your right hand kind of open around your head, grabbing the left temple, and just gently pulling it kind of forward and over to the right. And then your left hand is going to press out to the side, like you're kind of pushing something away with that left hand, active fingers. And you're going to feel that left side of your neck open even more. Now you're just really gently pulling that left temple with your right hand. Breathing here. And inhale here and exhale, release. Now we'll take it to the other side. So inhaling here, exhale, left ear to left shoulder, reaching that left arm kind of around your head, grabbing the right temple, pulling it kind of forward and to the left, and then pressing that right hand out like you're pushing something away with that right hand. Feeling that stretch in the right side of your neck. That's where I'm like the tightest. I can feel it. And inhale here and exhale, go ahead and release. Kind of shake it out, maybe do some head rolls, some neck rolls. All right, now we're gonna just do some shoulder rolls here. So I want you to bring the shoulders forward, up, and then squeeze the shoulder blades behind you back. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And some nice deep shoulder rolls here. I don't know about you guys, but this feels really good. And then the next time they're down, I want you to reverse direction. So this time inhaling back and up, and exhaling forward and down. Again, you can take these as fast or as slow as you want to go. Just really getting deep into those shoulders, making the movement as big or as small as you'd like. And then go ahead and relax. Now our last little stretch here, I want you to clasp your hands together. And then you're just going to press your palms out. So their hands are clasped, pressing the palms out and lifting it up overhead. You can also use the strap here. And just really pressing the chest forward, lifting the chin. So you're gazing up towards those hands and trying to pull those hands back. Breathing here. Inhale, really press those hands up. Exhale, releasing the arms down, but keeping the hands clasped. I want you to drop your chin to your chest and bring those clasped hands behind your head, right to the base of your skull, where your skull meets your spine, right on your neck. And I don't want you to pull. I want you to let gravity do its thing here. Getting into the back of that cervical spine. And then gently release your hands, keeping your chin to chest. And I want you to shake your head no. Really exaggerated, really slow. Keeping the chin pointed down. And you're going to say, no, I'm not going to block my blessings from the universe anymore. No, I'm not going to hate myself anymore. Whatever you want to say no to, say it here. And now coming center again, chin to chest. I want you to nod your head yes. Again, really exaggerated, dropping the head back, lifting the chin, and then rounding forward, chin to chest. Make this as big as you can, as exaggerated, as slow as you can. And now I want you to say yes, I am open to receive good things. Yes, it is my turn to receive. Yes, I do deserve good things. Yes, I do love myself. Whatever you want to say yes to. And then you can go ahead and come to neutral, and we'll gently take a seat on our butt if you're not there already. And we're going to find our way to our backs. Don't mind me squeaking on my mat. All right. I want you to bring your block with you. Since we've done a lot in the upper back, we're just going to tap on the low back just a little bit. I want you to lower gently down to your back on your mat. You're going to bring that block with you. You're going to bend at your knees so your feet bottoms are on the mat. Bring those heels as close up to your butt as you can get them. You're going to inhale those hips up, just enough to scooch that block right underneath your hips, right underneath your sacral area. And we're going to hang out in this supported bridge pose. Again, just tapping into our low back just for a moment. Now when you bring your hands to your sides, I want you to again actively try to release those shoulders. I can tell even laying here that my shoulders kind of want to shrug up to my ears. Make it a conscious effort to release. Use your breath to relax you here. Bringing your awareness to your breath. With every inhale, taking up space, and with every exhale, allowing yourself to just sink in, relax a little more. I don't know if you guys just heard that big old gust of wind. The wind is inviting us to relax here. Now gently, when you're ready, staying on this block, we're going to take a supported shoulder stand. So you're just going to gently draw those knees into your chest so your hips are staying atop that block. And again, if you don't have a block, you can use 2 pillows stacked, you can use a bolster, whatever you got. Or if you don't have anything, you can literally just bend your knees into your chest and straighten your legs to the sky without any support under there. Still just getting a little baby inversion here. You can kind of roll out your ankles. I was going to say wrists. You can roll out your wrists too if you want. Just getting a little inversion here. You can also take a full shoulder stand or plow pose if that's in your practice. Maybe pointing or flexing the feet. And then gently bending the knees in and then releasing the feet down. Pressing those hips up again for just a moment to scooch that block out from underneath you. And we'll just take some final twist here. So bring your arms out to a T position. And draw those knees into your chest. Inhale here and exhale, just drop those knees over to the right. Maybe gazing over to the left. Just finding some final twists here. A little bit of release. Maybe just listening to the wind blowing outside my window if you can hear it. And don't forget your breath. And gently inhale, everything comes back to center, and exhale, dropping legs over now to the left. Maybe gazing over to the right. And breathing here. And inhale, go ahead and gently bring everything back to center. We'll find our final pose, our Savasana. Wherever you want to go here. Now, I'm just going to tie my shirt so I can get, watch me rip my shirt in half, it's fine. I'm going to tie my shirt here so I can get nice and comfy. Back to pajama mode. You can grab a blanket. You can cover yourself with a blanket if it feels good. Again, using any props here that feel good for you. If you still kind of feel a little tense in your low back, you can bend the knees and kind of knock them together or place a bolster underneath your knees. It feels really good. Or you're like, hey, I feel good. You're going to just take up a bunch of space here. I want you to let your legs and arms fall where they want to fall. Taking up space, honoring your body. And again, just kind of actively making sure you're pressing those shoulders away from the ears, because even here I can feel my shoulders kind of start to creep up. And just bring it back to your breath. We'll just breathe here in our Savasana just for a little bit. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. Listen to the sounds of the wind outside my window, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. When you're ready, you can bring your awareness back into your space and back into your body. You can maybe wiggle your toes or wiggle your fingers. Maybe roll out your wrists or roll out your ankles. Gently making these movements bigger until you're ready to draw your knees into your chest. Maybe give yourself a little squeeze here. Maybe rock from side to side, massaging out that low back just a bit. And then just dropping over to one side. When you're ready, finding your fetal pose, using your bottom arm as a pillow. One more moment of stillness here. And then gently, when you're ready, pressing yourself up to a seat. Any seat that you are comfortable in. Taking your time. Keeping your eyes closed if it feels good for you. Bringing your hands out to either side of you, feeling the mat beneath your fingertips. I want you to inhale those arms up, taking all that wonderful energy we just created. Exhale, bring them back down, releasing anything that doesn't serve you today. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, draws the palms together to touch, bringing the hands to the heart. The light and love in me honors the light and love in each of you. We bow to our practice. Thank you. That's all I have for you today, my lovelies. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely feel a little bit looser, looser in my shoulders, a little bit looser in my neck. I hope that you feel good. Please let me know how you feel. Please let me know any other classes you'd like to see here on my channel. I do put out classes for every new moon and full moon. I'll be putting out a class for Halloween, Samhain. I do also do tarot readings for all of these events as well. A lot of people have been asking about Spooky Saturdays. I promise I'm working on it. I just needed a break, so I took a little break from everything, and this week I'm getting back into filming stuff, so I'm going to try to have one up for you this Saturday so we can get in the spooky season. But yeah, if there's anything else you'd like to see from me or on my channel, please let me know. Also, because it is spooky season, so if you're watching this in October of 2021, I am running a sale on my courses and my tarot readings and pretty much everything I offer. You can use code SPOOKY for 25% off. I'll put the link in the description box. If you'd like to support my channel, that's one way too. I just appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, let me know. And follow me on TikTok and Instagram as Nourish Natasha. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.